Hi, Carl Ford here at WebRTC Conference and Expo in Atlanta, and I'm here with Dr. Val Matula of Avaya, and I'm sorry, I forgot the title again. Your title exactly is?
Senior Director.
Okay, but we're not in the labs. What's your organization?
In charge of the Emerging Products and Technologies organization, responsible for realizing some of the innovation that the labs and others create in Avaya.
Okay, and speaking of innovation, so tell me how you guys see WebRTC.
So for a supplier like Avaya, which already has a suite of solutions, we see WebRTC adding to the capabilities that we have and filling some very important niches in what we have not been able to supply to the market as easily before. So we've had experience with thin client voice and video using flash technology. We call it Avaya One Touch Video. What WebRTC allows us to do is to do that very seamlessly to any Android device that supports Chrome. It allows us to do it without browser download at all, not even Flash. And it allows us to help customers, especially customers serving consumers, to communicate with them right when they're on a website, right when they're at the point of deciding to buy a product, needing consultation. The product's already in the web basket, the checkout basket. And so being able to help them at that point should help to preserve sales, increase that satisfaction, and quite frankly, increase business.
So does that mean that we're talking mostly about the contact center side of the business and the e-commerce crowd?
To begin with, I think that's where you're going to see the first wide-scale adoption, because if you said, oh, I'd like to have a video conference, we've already got very capable clients to do that. We'll add this to that as one more way to get into a video conference. But when it comes to you're on the web, you're about to try to buy something, and your choices today are pick up a phone and call or click to call, WebRTC is a great alternative capability. So yeah, short answer is yes. Customer service is a strong place that we're going to see this being used.
Now, unfortunately for you, I've got history with you guys, so
Okay.
that means I'm going to ask you a question that you're not prepared for, so I apologize for that. And if you wanted me to edit it out, I will. But here's the question.
Sure.
Okay? In the past, I've worked with you guys, and you have had many different soft clients you've built and tried and used. Do you see a role of WebRTC being a soft client for the PBX itself?
Absolutely, absolutely. But let's go back to my earlier statement. Okay. If all you want is a client, then certainly we have had a number of clients that you could download in different situations and use. If you're in a situation where you need a web client, it has to be thin, it has to be without download, and it has to be a good quality, then WebRTC has the technology underneath it that could help us to provide that client. So you're going to see it, as we spoke, to customers on the open web, but certainly to provide voice and video back to agents in a contact center, roaming employees in other situations is another good place for it to be used as well.
Okay, got it. So now, are you involved in any of the codec controversy? How do you guys, are you supporting VP8 as well as what you guys do with H245 and is the 264?
So let me first focus by saying Opus is a great codec. It's written for the open internet, and it's written for any internet situation where you might drop a packet or have poor communication. Obviously, the founders thought about that as like I'm on the open internet. When I'm standing here with my iPad communicating with an access point, I can drop packets, I can lose transmission. So we see Opus as a good audio codec, not only for web browser users, but perhaps also for our other soft clients on mobile phones, inside our own phones, inside our conferencing bridges. And so we're moving forward to implement Opus across these different venues, irrespective of whether or not you're on a browser, because it's just one good codec and a good codec for these different new mobile client situations.
Excellent, excellent. Is there anything I should have asked you that I forgot to?
No, I don't think so. You're pretty comprehensive.
Okay, so one last thing. I just want to compliment you, compliment Avaya on some of the more interesting things you guys have done with soft clients. I remember working with some of the feature and function sets that you were enabling. So I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys do with WebRTC. So next time we're together, I'll bring out my Android phone and maybe we can do it together.
That would be fine. You know, one of the things we did early on in the labs was to create a fully functional drag and drop user interface that mimicked our Flare interface using only HTML5 and WebRTC. Now, feedback was that people didn't want to give that much real estate to that sort of communication control console. But the point is that WebRTC, we've been in from the beginning, and we know where we can take it. So we're excited the industry is all moving forward and we can do some of this stuff.
Doctor, thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.